not going. It's going now.
What a classy intro.
When I was a kid, I remember listening to this in the car and being like, "It's my life." Being like pissed at my mom, like you can't tell me what to do. Not on my time.
It's like the perfect song that like they would play it on soft rock stations, so it would be playing on like all the stations that your mom would be listening to in the car.
B95.5.
Yeah.
So she'd tell you couldn't get McDonald's, and you'd be all pissed off in the backseat of the car, and the song would come on.
I don't care what you say.
You know, Billy Joel gets me.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, as a
Go
young
on with
kid,
your own
Billy
life.
Joel
Leave me
did get
alone.
Yeah. Just like, I'm going to walk to McDonald's. Take a couple quarters out your little tray.
Yeah,
I will flip
exactly.
these couch cushions.
It's
Pretend
like,
the ground is lava.
exactly. Those are the days. You know.
Wait, you don't do that anymore?
No.
Oh.
I still make couch forts.
That's like, yeah, that's part of my foreplay. I'm just like, all right, babe.
That's a powerful game.
Ground's lava. Bang you over Mount Doom or whatever.
Anyway, welcome to the Butt Stuff Podcast, everybody. My name is DJ Blake, here with Ed, Jim, and Jerry. How we doing, everybody?
Doing fantastic over here.
Good.
That's good. Is your premier Sunday morning podcast happening on a Sunday morning?
I gotta say, I like the song right now, just based on the context of the fantasy football decision that we were, just voting about.
Can't be wrong.
I feel like the song kind of relates.
Because you can speak your mind,
But not on my time.
but not on mine.
All right, for a little background, all right. Obviously, the Monday Night Football game was canceled due to the tragedy of, DeMar collapsing there. But that did result in a windfall for my fantasy team of first pick. And now DJ is the commissioner and very shadily met with all these other people individually and decided what they were going to do to secure the first round pick for himself.
I would say that I did not meet with all these other people individually.
Yeah.
Just Rob.
There was a dark council.
Rob just sent me a video saying, "Hey, there's this," and
I'm
I
getting
was like,
mad.
Okay,
I'm getting mad.
we'll put
Let's get Rob on the horn.
We'll put that up to a vote. So had everybody who leaked vote on it, and
They decided to fuck me.
so now, according to the vote, we just hammered out basically,
Which fucks me.
not necessarily.
I mean, honestly, and by the time the vote got to me, there was no. It was just fuck Ed or fuck Ed.
Yeah. I can't take on 9 guys at a time.
So neither option.
Everybody's trying to fuck me at the same time.
Neither option was fuck Ed or fuck Ed.
No, they were both. All of them were fuck Ed.
Well, there was
except
one
for,
option where it was like Ed wins, but that one doesn't matter. The other are like it's up for.
It's like.
And for the record, that was the one that I voted for. Me and Jerry said, end it right here.
I voted for that too. So I mean, I think the ayes have it.
Wait a second. So now,
hold on.
I thought you changed your vote.
I changed it because I was getting fucked.
Oh boy!
Okay.
You had at the time before this, it was either Ed gets fucked no lube or Ed gets fucked little lube.
Okay, so we're gonna have to.
Let's just golf it out like adults.
Okay, so we can. Well, if everyone in the league is cool
Fuck
with
what
it,
the league thinks, dude.
we'll
This is between us.
we'll
If you're gonna fuck me, at least let me try and come.
You know what we should do? We should get like the Hudson Valley, get the balance beam, get the foam things, you get the helmets on. Floor is lava, baby. First one to go down.
You want to do like the old school like what is it when they're Will Ferrell does the rings thing, smoking a cigarette.
Yeah. Who can do the Iron Cross for the longest?
Is that what it is?
Yeah. hanging out doing or an academic decathlon.
Decathlon, that's what it is.
Like Billy Madison.
Yeah. No,
To be
you
or
would
not to be.
you would win that. I would get the everybody in the room is dumber for having heard what you said. But yeah, all right. So basically, butt stuffers. They're trying to fuck me here. Stay tuned.
I'm putting it to each member of the league comes up with a challenge for you two. That isn't you two can't come up with the challenge, and then it is like a decathlon. You guys have to compete in each challenge.
I'm not just like a little ape in India that's gonna just dance when you like twist your little grinder box.
No, the challenge is like golf would be a challenge.
All right, I want one challenge. I want one and done. It's already bad enough that you guys are like adjusting shit as it is.
Would you prefer
No,
18
you're
or
no
9
fun.
holes, like full blown?
I
think
prefer
we could
18.
play, 18. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, I'm good with that.
I'm good with like either DJ choosing the course or the league choosing the course. Obviously, please nothing that's more expensive.
That, Hidden Meadows now closed, right?
No, they're gonna open up just under new ownership.
Okay.
That's a good spot though. I like that spot.
Hidden Meadows, you guys both familiar?
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like I have
pretty equally matched.
I have an unfair advantage because DJ didn't play golf, but like 3 times last season, and I played there like probably like 80.
That's okay though. I mean, we'll have an entire season
should
between.
Should be a green neutral territory,
Green neutral,
Hold the display.
like
Yeah.
an even
matchup.
even matchup.
I feel like I've played Hidden Meadows more than you have.
Yeah,
At
I mean,
least it's easier.
I'm still good with it if everyone
I'm
else
good
is,
with
because
whatever. I'm
a
good with
season
whatever.
would be between us. We could do a couple weeks of practice before, so that way, it is a little bit more even. Rolling up to the matchup.
Everybody knows that I'm getting fucked though, deep in their hearts. They knew I had it. I just want everybody to just put themselves in my shoes, right?
So what was like the point differential? Like, was it really such a close?
It was okay at the time when they still had Joe Mixon's, Singletary's, and Josh Allen's points on the board. It was less than a point differential.
Wow.
Ed was up by 0.68.
And you guys both had people within the game, or?
I had Singletary to play. He had Josh Allen
Allen,
and Joe
Mixon.
Mixon.
Oh boy.
Jay was definitely
Yeah.
slated to win, and by the sheer grace of God's will,
Yeah.
I squeaked it out.
Okay. So yeah, I'd say golf is pretty fair because honestly, DJ's he would probably win that matchup
Yeah,
if the
that's-
game were live. So now it's up to you guys.
Duke it out.
Duke it out. The number 1 pick.
Did you guys see this thing? Speaking of people getting fucked over, no, I'm just kidding. Did you see that thing about like the Speaker of the House who had to get like 13 votes or 13 different rounds of elections to get Speaker of the
Yeah.
House?
Yeah, because he couldn't get. What were the details behind that? Do you know the details? Did he
Right.
not get voted in the first time or something?
He didn't get voted in the first like 12 times.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then because the Republicans have the majority, they just basically just kept like it kept being like no majority was had because some of them were voting for who the fuck was the other guy? I don't know. All the Trump guys were either voting present or like
Yeah, there was like 6 Republicans that were kind of brought in like in the Trump era that were just being like obstructionist to be obstructionist, and they just kept like voting no to block it.
What a time to be alive.
yeah.
And then there's this other dude. There's this other dude in Long Island that just won that now has
Oh,
like a
love
bunch
that
of
guy.
things that like are coming out about him that like
He just
Oh,
lied.
yeah.
he just
The guy
lied
that
his
just lied
ass
about his
off.
life.
Yeah, just like everything.
Yeah, I
Just got
saw
caught.
that.
He's
That
like,
was-
eh. It's a Larry David thing, dude. It's hella Larry David. He's like, hey, I'm in though.
Yeah, I remember him getting voted in and them being like, "We're gonna do a full investigation into this."
What was his
Like-
name? It was a Connors or
I
something?
think it's George Santos.
George
It's
Santos.
like, how do you not do an investigation prior to an election.
And it's like there's no investigation that needs to be had. We just know that this guy's a fucking liar.
Yeah,
It's like he just lied about it.
They were
The
just
investigation's already been done.
They were like easy. Like it was like he said his mom died in 9/11. It was like it's not hard to figure. I think his mom is still alive.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Didn't one thing say he said he was Jewish, and his family they were like
Jewish-ish.
Catholic, and he was just like, I thought it was like Jewish.
Okay, so he said he attended school he didn't attend. He really private school he didn't attend. He really went to public school 112 or something. He said he earned degrees from New York University and Belridge College. I didn't graduate from any institution of higher learning, so he didn't get either.
Wow.
He said he worked for Citigroup, and turns out he didn't work, or both those firms couldn't confirm his employment ever. He said he owned 13 rental properties, and in a later interview with the Post, he confessed that he does not own any. He said that he was a proud American Jew whose grandparents escaped the Holocaust. In 2021, he said, wait, hold on. This is where the Jewish-ish line comes in.
Yeah.
And then he also said his mom was a groundbreaking executive who died as a result of September 11th terrorist attacks. And she died like December 23rd, 2016.
Piece of shit.
He said he employed 4 victims of the Pulse nightclub massacre. None of the 49 people killed at Pulse worked at any of the companies identified under his fucking umbrella. It just goes on and on. He said that he's openly gay. But last month, court records show he was previously married to a woman until September 2020 or 2019 rather. He said he founded a charity.
He did get arrested for stealing bank checks.
Yeah. Instead,
that is one thing that did happen.
Yeah, he did have a charity, but did not donate to any charitable causes. He just kept the money.
Ooh.
Never got tried for that.
Is it like just easy to is it hard to just run for Congress?
That's what I was gonna ask. It sounds like all of these things are very easy to track down. And no one did until he was elected.
Seems like Dunkin' Donuts would have a harder background check.
Well,
exactly.
Definitely seems like there could have been more due diligence put into this.
Yeah.
But what it honestly probably came down to is he knew the right person.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Greased the right wheels, got on the docket, and then somebody was like, "Oh, this guy is the color that I vote." Like red or blue.
Yeah.
And I think he's a Republican.
Yeah, he is.
And that's it. People just vote. Even when I go to do the local elections, I got people going blue no matter what. And it's all right, dude. Somebody should really suss out these picks, though.
Yeah, exactly.
I just got a letter in the mail. It looked like a personal letter too, and I opened it up, and it was just from Tim Cavanaugh.
Can we count on your vote?
Elect Tim Cavanaugh for mayor of Watervliet. The only thing I read on it that I liked was doing free garbage pickup. I was like, yep.
Don't they already do that?
No, bulk garbage.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, yeah, let's do that.
Let's get this son of a bitch in.
Yeah, so I somehow got my name put on a you guys know those lists of names and phone numbers that you could just buy online basically.
Yeah.
One of mine my name and phone number got put on a list that said that I lived in Louisiana. So I'll get.
Oh, it's because your dad.
Yeah, but I'll get calls and texts all the time being we need you to vote. Can I count on your vote in this next election for the Louisiana District 9?
District 9,
something like that. And then I'll get phone calls and stuff like that. And then I remember one time I was talking to somebody on the phone. I was just like, I don't live anywhere near Louisiana. I don't know how you got my phone number. If you're just looking up, you're just generating random lists, just calling random people, trying to get votes and stuff like that. And they're like, oh, so you don't live anywhere near Louisiana? I was like, no. And they're like, well, it doesn't really matter. I was like, okay, so you're saying I can vote in this election for this one? And he's just like, I mean, yeah, I think so. I was like, you liar! You are such a
piece of
you.
shit.
Yeah, exactly. You're just saying anything you can to try and say that you got people to vote for your candidate. It's like this is terrible.
Yeah.
Just be ashamed of yourself.
Dude, it's so funny when people have you ever gotten like door knockers canvassing like around October?
Yeah.
I just got some the other day.
Dude, okay, whenever they come, I'm just gonna be like, oh, he's already got my vote.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. And then they just like check their little box, got him. And then I
Yeah.
just vote however the fuck I was gonna vote anyway.
You vote the other way.
Usually.
It was kind of did you anyone here watch the This Place Rules on
I was gonna
HBO?
bring that up. I did watch that.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. I came home on Friday and watched it, and Friday was January 6th, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, it's kind of weird watching this on this day, but
Yeah,
that was,
for sure.
it was good. It was Jerry, like you said, it was just pretty much like a more cohesive, but like big all gas no brakes or Channel 5 or
I mean,
Yeah,
it definitely
watch
had much more of a story to it,
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
a narrative, and because it was pretty remarkable, like the way the guy just tracked like every single event leading up to January 6th and like what led to everything.
it was weird. Like a lot of the clips I had seen from because I think at the time he was still all gas no brakes when it
Yeah.
was during the 2020 thing. So it was weird like watching some of the clips and you're like, oh yeah, I remember seeing this. Like
He does a great job of like you'll see something that'll be like really poignant, and it'll like you'll be like, holy shit, like this is he's got like a way of finding the people that are like really have something to say, and like you see like the actual like what the environment was like in the time, and then it'll just cut to 1 second later some guy being like, they're taking your foreskins. They're taking your foreskins. It's illegal to take foreskins. You'll just be like, I just broke the tension real nice.
He
But
does that masterfully.
Yeah, it's really next level. But that was really something to see, like, every event leading up to what happened.
He was just that funny bone like I think within a month ago. I think
Was he
December,
really?
yeah, something like that. And I guess that like Josh from the Butt, past podcast guest, met him because he came into Savoy
Really?
like looking for Susie's
Wow.
or something like that, and served him and then like chatted with him for a second. I guess he was looking for a place for like an after party or whatever.
nice.
That wasn't it, but that's local
That's
celebrity.
super cool. Yeah, he was at the Funny Bone.
Yeah, he does
Was
like
he
live
screening
shows.
the movie, or was it a live show?
I think it was a live show.
I wonder how he does his live shows.
Yeah.
Probably like a presentation. Like he's probably got like a slideshow.
I imagine it'd
video.
be something like free beer and hot wings thing. You know what I mean? It's probably
Yeah.
so much. He probably interviews people up there or something.
Yeah, I wonder if it's like because I know like Therapy Gecko when he does his show, he just goes on stage and then people just go up on stage and he just does what he normally does.
Therapy Gecko.
Good
That's a great
stuff.
one. You guys ever see Therapy Gecko?
Dude, I watch him all the time. I love Therapy Gecko.
Yeah, I've seen him a couple times.
Must be exhausting.
I've seen the greatest hits. That's pretty
Makeup
much it.
on.
I don't know if it takes him though. I think it's just his face.
Yeah, he just puts the
Yeah.
suit on and then paints his face.
I guess that's a good point.
But yeah, we were talking about at work. Batista is now out of being drags. And
Oh,
we were saying maybe because of all that makeup he had to put on.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought it was
maybe.
because he's fucking
It's probably
performed terribly in Glass Onion.
you didn't like him in Glass Onion?
No,
That was alright.
Which speaking
brought a lot
of
of
which,
substance to the film. You think?
Nah, I just thought he was fine. Yeah.
I just kept staring at his wrinkly head.
Oh, yeah, his wrinkly
His
head.
head's so wrinkly.
Very wrinkly. How does that happen? You know?
Steroids.
Yeah, it's like his head shrunk.
It's got a bunch of hot dogs lining it. Everybody here saw Glass Onion, right?
I did.
Yeah.
All right. folks on the Instagram Live, if you haven't seen Glass Onion, actually no, we're not. Are we gonna spoil it?
I don't know. Are you about to spoil it?
I'm not gonna spoil it, but watch Bullet Train and then tell me which one's better, folks on Live, because I bet it's Bullet Train.
So have we all watched Bullet Train here?
Yeah.
I did watch Bullet Train.
Did you?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
A few days ago.
Bullet Train is pretty badass. Right?
I did have to say, I think it was a better movie than. I think there was some elements that was kind of hard to compare them because they were very different movies, but they were both like mysteries.
Yeah,
and they were both like, and I did think that Bullet Train ruled. That was a good movie.
Very entertaining.
That Brad Pitt is so hot right now.
That Brad Pitt, man, did a good job.
Everyone did a great job. I mean,
I like that one guy, the Suarez guy or whatever.
The guy from Mexico that shows up.
The guy that just busts through the door.
2 seconds.
Is that Bad Bunny?
Yeah, that's.
Was that
Bad Bunny? Yeah.
Yeah, that's Bad Bunny. That Bad Bunny song.
Someone said it was Bad Bunny or Bad Bunny was in the movie, and I thought they meant Bad Baby, and I was like, isn't that the Cash Me Outside?
Yeah, Jim had to put his pants back on halfway through the film.
No.
It's mad funny. Yo, okay, so this is while we're talking about Bad Baby there. Something that we haven't thought about, like, because her whole thing was like she had OnlyFans like the fucking minute she turned 18.
Yeah.
So technically, though, all those photos were taken prior.
Yikes.
So we should arrest like millions of people.
What photos?
She had an OnlyFans account like the second she turned 18.
Yeah. Like,
I don't know what's on it, but I imagine that.
I heard it's like no nude.
No, okay. Then that makes sense then.
It's like bikini stuff.
You heard?
Heard.
Jerry was just like, Bad Baby. NSFW weeks.
You know, she's a popular talk about.
Say it. Finish
you know
it.
what I'm saying? Some people are like, yeah, no nude though.
Jerry checked it out. No news. Don't waste the money,
I've
guys.
never once subscribed.
Proud of you for that. Neither have I.
Is that no one has?
No, we're all upstanding citizens. Jared's weighed the options, so he's like, "How much is it?
What's the free subscription? There's a trial period."
All right, that face, the Riddler from fucking the Pattinson there, when he's like, "No, that's you when you fucking get to the free subscription sign up. Not only still need a credit card. No."
That's how they get you, because you forget that you have a free trial and then you get hit with it.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought don't you have to put in your card to activate any free trial?
Yeah, you have to put in your card to activate the free trial.
You've done that?
No. But I'm guessing that's how it works. You put in your credit card,
yeah, that's exactly
you get the free trial, and then trial's up.
Yeah.
You get charged.
Just like Tinder.
Guys, I have never done that before, ever.
You've never put in any free trial? Not for OnlyFans, just any.
Such a tiny clap.
That's it. Yeah. Bad joke. Poorly
We
timed.
need to have it louder.
Yeah. Guys, I have never put my password into OnlyFans.
What about like Pornhub Premium? What's the
I've
point of
never signed
Pornhub
up for
Premium?
any pornographic
Yeah.
accounts.
Yeah.
It's always been free for me.
I
It's
did
always
have
free.
I will say this. There was a period of time, probably around 2011, 2012, I was shared a browser's password and account.
Okay.
Was it nice?
That was a good couple of months.
They got that quality.
I'm telling you.
browsers.
The browsers. It's high production.
Production is like blows everything out of the water.
They got 8K cameras. It's insane.
I think the only thing I'd pay for, like if I had an Oculus, right, and they got Pornhub VR,
They do.
I would pay for
They
that.
have that.
Just for the experience.
They have it. Get your credit card out.
You're still just jerking off.
Yeah, but now the view is probably fantastic.
But now it looks even more like she's doing it.
The only way it would really work is if they you have to upload your dick into the fucking matrix so they can superimpose that on whatever dick that
Now scan your dick.
It looks really bad. Like Photoshop.
Dude, yeah. What if
It's all chunky.
in the future, all right, they'll have it'll be an Oculus, and then they'll just have like a fucking pocket pussy thing that is timed to the same
Oh yeah.
same
To
pumps
the
as
tempo.
yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah. In time, they're that is in production right now.
I'm
They are
sure
making
somebody's
it.
got it. Somebody's
Yeah,
got it.
someone's already.
Some
looked it
sick
up.
fucks
Yeah.
beta testing it right now as we speak.
If you've
It's like,
thought
"Ah!"
of it, if you've thought of it, it's been in production already.
I was thinking, like, what do you think, like, the future of drugs is going to be like?
Question.
Like, this is what I think, all right? I think in the future, all right, you'll have, like, basically, like, imagine, like, the Leela armband thing from Futurama.
Oh.
Like that, but, like, you'll have, like, little pods that you can put in it, right? So you'll have, like, the THC pod, you'll have, like, all these pods, and you can adjust the levels. And you'd be, like, 60% THC, high for duration, and it will tell you, like, when you're sober and all that.
That's some Blade Runner shit.
That'd be great.
In the future, in the year 2040, there will be an arm pod that you can wear, and it will tell you how long you will be intoxicated for, and at what degree. Heroin.
Sign me up.
Everybody will be doing just the right amount of heroin. Never too much, never too little. Fentanyl will rule the world in controlled doses. 1 gram is a lifetime supply for all of the pain you
I'm
will
just
encounter.
picturing in the future scientists working with computers with this sound, with like the Oculus Rift and the pocket. they're fucking and they're making pod drugs.
They're making fentanyl.
What are you working on, Bill? I'm working at
I'm working on this
Yeah.
pocket pussy that sucks your dick and shoots you with heroin at the same time. I saw this. I saw this thing where it was a Reddit post. This guy was saying that at his job they just installed fingerprint scanners on the bathroom stall. So basically, it tracks how long you shit for.
That's fucked
And
up.
if you exceed 10 minutes in a shift, they will terminate you.
That seems
they
very
send
illegal.
someone to the stall. Are you all right in there? I'm really
Hold on,
shitting my
let me pull
brains
this up.
out.
Let's go
Fingerprint.
over his medical record, see if he has any sort of
Poop timer.
IBS.
Fun. All right. Oh, I don't like that. I just looked this up. I looked up fingerprint poop timer, and it said this smart toilet can read your anus like a fingerprint. Why, dude? Okay, another thing too. I was at work the other day, or no, today, dude, and I walk in the stall, and there's just the biggest log of shit, just not flushed, and I was like, ah! Fucking ran out of there, and then I was like worried. I was just like, if somebody comes and like some administration guy sees this, they're like, see who was in there at that time. And it's like, it was Ed.
Just footage of. Bye.
It's like
Get
why,
the fuck out of there.
dude? It's like walking in to find a murder, and you're like worried about what cameras. Like so, like damn, they're gonna think this was me.
Use the poop scanner to trace it back to whichever party went into the bathroom at that moment.
That shit is always gross. Like, yeah, I've walked in on a couple stalls where it's just a brown mess. And it's like, what is wrong with you? Like, flush it. Can you not flush it? What did you do?
That person is very sick.
Okay, yeah, this is another thing on the same article. Scientists working on a toilet that identifies you by your butthole. Why?
Yeah, why?
Hey, Jim. Taking a shit? All right.
Just so you could dial in your bidet settings.
Please scan your anus.
Yo, I gotta say,
A lot of porn.
I used the
Spread
bidet
your
again
cheeks.
recently. Bidets are the way,
Bidets are fantastic. Like, they do everything you want
and more.
and more.
Yeah.
More.
And more.
Everyone's had a big messy shit.
Dude, imagine sitting.
Let's be real here, guys.
Get
One
down
thing
to the
you
important
Everyone's
stuff.
had a big messy shit.
And what better way, instead of digging up there with a bunch of toilet paper, spray it down. Get really thorough.
Do you
with a
prefer
bidet.
cold or warm?
You need it a little warm.
I like it ice cold.
Oh, really?
Yeah, wake you
No,
up.
there's just there's only,
Fuck you right up.
there's only one setting because
Feel
the
live.
hot was too far away, so you only get the one from the fucking.
Mm.
If your toilet's not close to your sink, you have to have this ugly hose just running around.
Oh, yeah.
So what's it called? Yeah.
Until you get to the future and you have your voice activated bidet.
Sometimes just for shits and giggles, I
With the Oculus, right?
Bidet, turn it up 4 degrees.
And suck my dick.
Imagine sitting on a toilet with the Oculus on, the bidet on, little pocket pussy on, you just fucking washing your balls. Oh, you get,
I am never getting off this toilet. Hey, can you feed me?
yeah, we'll call them bidets.
The gays.
No, I don't know. It's not as good as I thought it was gonna be. Anyway, like, do you ever use the ball washer on the bidet?
I didn't know there was a ball washer.
Well, it's a pussy washer,
It's a
but
caresser.
there's the front and there's the back settings. If you turn it one way, it has a front spray. If you turn it the other way, it hits the
Yeah, I'll alternate just to get better angles. You know?
yeah, the real messy shit.
Top
Yeah.
tier.
Yeah, you really gotta hit it all.
What did you put in for this? What was the
This
sound
is
effects?
a playlist of futuristic sound effects. So this video is called Sci-Fi Interface Sound Effects.
Okay. Did you also have you guys seen that they have in China a social credit score system? Did we talk about this already?
I think we talked about that. Like,
I think so. It's like the episode
it's like
of
that
Black
Mirror
Mirror,
thing, yeah.
where
Yeah.
people can upvote you or downvote you.
They
Like,
got that in China?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Which is like honestly it's really impressive because they have cameras everywhere and like how could you identify there's just like billions of people. So
Yeah.
how can you lock into one and be like this is that person? You know
That
what I
is
mean?
crazy.
This is that person. They returned this item. They posted this thing about the Chinese Communist Party, and fuck them. Don't give them any good rates on loans.
Big
Yeah.
brain AI.
you accidentally downvote the wrong person, they get terminated.
Yeah, I'm actually mad worried because I made mad returns to Amazon. Like I've just been buying shit and then just like being like, I don't like this, and then returning it. And now like I'm worried that later on Bezos is gonna like be like, he has the lowest social credit score.
Shut them down.
Terminate him.
Send in the clones. Or no, what is it? The fembots.
You have returned 5 bidets.
They weren't hitting the spot.
You have traded in 5 bidets for 2 pocket pussy.
I don't think it's a flashlight,
But
right?
it's
know.
funnier if they said no.
Can you buy? Do they have those on Amazon?
100%.
Imagine they have everything.
Yeah.
on
Yeah, of course they
Amazon.
Nice.
I actually don't know, but I'm sure they do.
You know, one of my favorite, I forget which comedian, but I heard a comedian talking about this. But my favorite stories are when they're doing the VR porn and they're watching it in like a hotel room or something like that. So they have like the headphones in and the goggles on, and then you can't see anything or hear anything around you. So the maid walks in, like knocks on the door, and then they can't hear it. So they just take the goggles off and see like 1 or 2 things moved around and be like, oh no. They just opened that door and saw me nude with goggles and headphones
I
on.
wouldn't move shit around. I'd just be like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. That's like when the janitorial people come in and they knock on the door when I'm shitting. I'm like, I'm in here, and she just comes in anyway and just starts cleaning shit.
I've heard this thing where like professional house cleaning services, they've gone in and they've cleaned the wrong house. So like people will just come home and be like, who the fuck was in my house? Like, everything is super clean, but like
It's the government. They're after me.
Dude, that'd be sick. Have you ever,
That would be sick. You just
if
come
nothing
through,
was gone,
your house is perfectly clean. Who
Dude.
did this? I'm not necessarily mad about it.
I'm just confused and I want them to come back.
were they wearing a maid outfit?
Yeah, someone knocks on your door wearing a maid outfit. You're like, what are you here for?
Get the fuck in here.
To clean your house. But, oh,
I don't think they actually wear those outfits anymore. Just in the pornos.
Like there's naked maids.
Yeah, there are.
You can hire a naked maid.
Yeah, they don't clean anything though. They just fuck you.
They just walk around.
They just
Naked.
feather dust.
Yeah, they pretend they're dusting something.
Your house actually looks worse afterwards.
Yeah.
Just mad pubes and stuff. Just the trail of pubes.
Stinks.
Dude, it'd be mad funny. Yo, okay. This is like my Nathan Fielder idea. This is what I would do. I would find a bunch of like I would start a naked cleaning service and just hire like exclusively homeless people. Because we never promised they were gonna be like
Oh yeah. they're not-
clean or
yeah,
fucking
like, yeah. You might not want to look at them or.
just go in and we'll promise them $100 an hour. All you gotta do is clean this apartment nude.
They just come in
do
and
it.
immediately start taking a shower,
Start
making themselves food.
You know,
Ransack
trust me,
it.
you're gonna want him to shower.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea though.
Just a bunch of little hustles. I want everybody who's like signing up for one of those online services for like a horny like ooh get a boner while this maid cleans. Like those people, I want to punish those people with a bum just going in there shitting all over everything.
Hey, I'm the maid. I'm here to clean.
Dude, okay, it was really funny. So when I was a kid, I had this one friend, my friend Tyler. His parents would always like hire like not like it was like cleaning ladies, and they'd have like contractors and shit like that. And there was this one dude named Barth, and Barth was just hammered drunk every single time you saw him. He was hired to like fix something in the bathroom. Like I think there was like a clog in the toilet because we would always flush Legos and like a bunch of like crazy shit down the toilet. Like we'd just play a game where it'd be like, how much can we flush down the toilet before it breaks?
Oh my god.
And this one time, dude, it was
That's
like
awesome.
now that I think about it,
Chaos.
we would flush like GI Joes and shit down.
Do you guys know what was in there?
Dude,
It's the exact opposite of what you would think.
dude. Well, they figured it. His parents figured it out because like we did the same thing with vents. There's this vent that we would pick up, and like for a while we were just throwing all our trash in the vent. Like so we'd throw like old Vienna sausages and shit like that.
God.
There's, like mad shit in the
That's
vent.
funny.
But anyway, this one time Barth was cleaning and he was just hammered drunk, and like I remember him like trying to get like one of the toys we flushed down the toilet like out, and he just like starts vomiting like all over the bathroom. So like it immediately becomes more of an issue that there's vomit all over, and like Barth is like laying down.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Good old Barth.
Good old Barth.
We called him Barf after that. That guy's probably dead.
What a mess.
He was like a 30-year-old that looked 60 at the time. Anywho,
Good times, right?
man, did you guys ever flush any weird shit down the toilet?
I'm sure I did.
There was
Who didn't?
somebody. This wasn't me clearly, but there was somebody at work that it was like right in the main bathroom. Not. This was at an old job, and somebody had flushed a tampon down, and like I just remember like walking in and just seeing it and being like, "Yeah, nope," and just like walked immediately out of the bathroom and was like, "There's only like one bathroom in the middle. There's only like fucking 15 people that work there. It's right in the middle." I was like, "I have to like go talk to somebody about this now." So I went to the manager, like whoever was in charge, and was like, "Hey man, I don't really know how to deal with this. I don't tell you this, but it's just like a fucking tampon clogging the toilet. It's pretty fucking gross." He's just like, "God fucking damn it."
It was tough.
I don't know if that was the same place or not, but I remember having a situation where the
No, it
plumber had to
happened
come
there,
do
too.
a job, and the plumber was like, "Someone's been flushing like crazy amounts of tampons," and basically everyone on shift was like, "Well, that could only be one person here." It was just clear who it was.
Because there was only one woman on the staff.
Well, there's one woman that was far grosser than anybody. That
So
I
you
believe-
profiled her.
Well, I believe there had been
No,
like,
I'm just kidding.
there had been like
Pretty much.
two or three women working there that we hadn't had this problem, and then this particular person started, and then immediately we had this problem.
Yeah, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but if we told you who it was,
Was it?
you'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's right."
Was this at the Big D?
Yes.
It was at
Yeah,
the Little
yes.
I
D.
remember a foul older lady that worked at Domino's. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Yeah,
I don't
she-
think she was that much older, but there's
A foul disease. thing.
Yeah, and she. Yeah, exactly. I do remember her.
Yeah,
being
yeah.
older, but she wasn't that older.
No,
she looked.
she probably
terrible.
looked way older.
Yeah, okay. I forgot about
Yeah.
And Lord, don't let me get started talking about the smell.
what a foul, decrepit.
Who brought her in?
Nasty bitch. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, but that's day one shit. I feel like everybody teaches. You learn that first thing when you start using tampons is don't flush them down the toilet. Is it there's signs everywhere? Please do not flush anything but poop and toilet paper down here, shit like that. And then, especially to do it at the place you work when there's only one bathroom, you know.
It's funny to walk into a bathroom and see just angry letters of just like angrily worded.
Oh, dude,
like,
yeah, the
do
bulletin
not do
board.
this. Do not do that. If you do this, you will be immediately terminated.
Did they have
And
that
just
for
get-
flushing tampon?
Angrier and angrier every time you go in.
Yo, can I ask you guys a
You're being
question?
yelled at.
Yeah.
In that one bathroom where we currently work, there's these little things. There's like use these for toilet paper wrappers.
Oh,
and there's
so-
the little brown bags.
Yeah.
What the fuck are those?
So it used to be what they used to do is they used to put in the toilet paper roll still wrapped in like the wax paper in the thing. So if you
Yeah,
started
makes
a new
sense.
roll, you'd have to pull it down. So they're all still in there. But now I don't know.
Okay, because like sometimes they're full with brown paper bags and sometimes they're not, and I'm like, what is? First off, who's taking these paper bags?
Yeah, I don't. I don't know. Imagine being the person who has to go around and pick the sharps out of the bathroom at like the stewards. You couldn't pay me enough to do that.
You have to reach your hand into the sharps bin. Hope you don't get poked.
Like,
Oh,
what's
sorry.
this with me? He's just like, hope you don't get poked. And then he pokes me with his foot.
Oops.
Oops. No, but I don't know. You always hear like horror stories. Like the reason they have those is because some dick will throw out like a syringe after they're done with it, and then some like la-di-da stewards person closing up will just like put it over their back and get like poked with it. Hepatitis.
What was that?
But
Oh, jeez.
yeah, I don't know. We definitely need the future of drugs to happen, so that way there's not needles around. It should be like the diabetes thing where you could just choose instead of insulin how much drugs get put in you. That'd be cool, right?
Oh yeah, it dissolves into your skin.
I don't know about all that. It could still be intravenous.
The acid on the headband.
Yeah.
That's a myth. That's a myth. It does work though. Yeah. So, you guys see any good movies lately?
I have. I just saw the menu last night.
Ooh.
Just added on HBO Max, and it was interesting.
How's Queen's Gambit in there or whatever?
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yeah. She was in it.
Basically, like the main character.
You guys ever see X-Men First Class or that trilogy with the younger X-Men?
Yeah.
I saw the bootleg where it didn't have all the special effects in it or whatever. Pretty bad movie.
Oh. That's
Yeah, I'm
great.
sure.
But the guy who plays Beast is in that movie too.
Nicholas Holt.
I don't know his name, but
How'd you
you
say-
probably do.
Nicholas Holt.
But the dude who played Voldemort was
Who fucks that?
I don't know his name, but he's a
That
Joseph
noseless.
Fiennes, I think.
he's a very good actor, and he
One of the Fiennes.
is one
I
of
think
the
it's
main
Joseph
characters too.
Fiennes. Yeah. There's a lot of famous people in that movie.
Yeah,
There was John Leguizamo.
yeah, he's in it.
He's in it.
I like him.
The lady from who plays the lawyer in Ozark. She was in it.
Was she the food critic?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of famous people. But yeah. Thought it was a ridiculous movie.
It was very ridiculous. Yeah, it was nuts. Like the whole premise and what they do is just wild
Mm-hmm.
from start to finish. And yeah, you guys should definitely check it out.
Ralph Fiennes.
Was it Ralph Fiennes? Damn it.
Who did you say?
Joseph Fiennes. It's one of the Fiennes. I knew it. I actually said probably Ralph or Joseph. I thought it was
Who did Eddie Izzard play? Eddie Izzard should have played Voldemort.
Eddie Izzard was in it? I don't know. I don't
Oh
remember. him
no,
being
that
in
was
it.
Lego Batman. I don't know why it's.
Very similar movies.
It came up when I searched Lord Voldemort.
Yeah.
The Lego Batman.
Oh, something comes out really soon that looks really good. Oh, The Last of Us comes out on
Ooh.
HBO.
Yes. I'm
Yeah.
excited and nervous about that series.
I mean, I
Dude.
don't think they've ever made a good
Did you
video
watch?
game to
Sorry.
Yeah, it's tough to do
It's
a
tough.
game.
like movie show.
Witcher
Adaptation.
was good.
You didn't like Uncharted?
Season 1, yeah.
Uncharted wasn't bad. It didn't live up to the
Listen.
the video game, but Uncharted wasn't terrible.
Yeah, you could have just named on that Uncharted movie anything.
National Treasure.
Yeah, it could have been anything.
Yeah.
Like,
European Treasure.
the only thing similar from that movie to the games were the names.
Yeah.
I mean, they
Everything
did.
else was like,
They did like kind of walk through like the scenes, but yeah, they changed like fundamental details.
like Mark Wahlberg. If you're gonna play Sully,
Wait, Mark Wahlberg is Sully?
Yeah,
grow a fucking mustache, please.
Exactly.
Like,
It's
it's
like-
such a small but important detail to the character. Get a fucking mustache.
yeah.
DJ.
I've never seen Jerry Sully. No.
Like when I saw Mark Wahlberg,
I want to
as Sully,
see Mark Wahlberg's sexy face in that mustache.
it's so easy. Just stop being yourself in every role that you play.
I
Just
mean-
get a fucking fake mustache.
He is like the worst person you could have possibly picked. Like the old wise man who's just like, "Hey kid,
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a really
The
weird
thing
one.
is,
hey kid, how's it hanging?"
he sells movies. You know what I mean?
yeah. He's like the Rock.
He sells
you know?
tickets.
He's just like, oh, okay, you want me in your movie? I'm just gonna be me.
Better,
Alright, let's
better
steal
him,
some treasure.
better him than goddamn Channing Tatum was probably on the fucking list. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Mm.
true.
They need some. They have appeal for like the like your mom's age people,
Mhm.
my mom's age people. My mom loves Mark Wahlberg. Can't get enough Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg's in a movie. My mom's like, oh. Same with Channing Tatum. Same with fucking any of the fucking dumb meathead guys.
I do like Channing Tatum in some roles.
I
Like
bet you do.
Bullet Train?
I
Yeah, he
recently
was in
saw-
Bullet Train.
He
Yeah.
was in Bullet Train?
Yeah.
Is this about the sex stuff?
Oh,
He's
yeah,
kinda
yeah.
crossing over, he's just
Yeah,
like,
that was a good
no.
little cameo though.
Yeah, that was great.
I recently watched The Hateful Eight extended.
Is
You know,
Channing
that's
Tatum in that?
Yeah, he's what the fuck, Daisy Domergue's brother. One
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
leader of the Domergue
Yep.
gang.
The Dahmer Goose.
Who
Domergues.
the hell's Daisy Domergue?
When you think about it, that movie is brilliant just for the fact that like they rented one little tiny shit shack.
Yeah.
That's all it was, and then they just
Mhm.
we need snow.
Yeah, it's all just like interaction between weird characters, intense
Yeah.
story. What a good movie.
I mean, Tarantino movie.
Yeah.
Tarantino's the best.
Isn't his last movie coming out this year or whatever?
I don't know.
Maybe. I thought he already came out with his last movie.
No, I think he's
Or
got
has
one
he
more.
got one more in the can.
And then he's also supposedly going to do like a limited series. I think
That's cool.
This is the next fight. I don't know. Maybe I think that's what he was telling Joey Rogues.
Sometimes you watch movies and you're like, this is such a brilliant, perfect movie. And you wonder who directed it. And then you see that guy and you're like, that's the guy who directed this? Wow.
Who, Tarantino?
Yeah. He goes and thinks that what I was thinking when I was doing this. It's just like, that's the guy that did that brilliant movie. Wow.
Yeah, like
Sometimes genius shows up in different ways.
I'm a big fan of Tom Segura and his podcast, and I love Tarantino. But when Tarantino replaced Bert Kreischer on Two Bears, One Cave with Tom Segura,
Mhm.
I wasn't very intrigued because I didn't want to listen to an hour and a half.
Him sucking himself
Yeah, he's
off.
just like, you know, he talks like a madman.
Oh, he's always coked. He's always coked up. He's got to be.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Just the way he's just like, it's just like, I fucking watch a movie, and I'm just like, I write down the times, and I'm just like, I'm
We
gonna
have to
steal
say
this.
The N-word. We have to say the N-word a lot. And
He said that though.
No.
I bet you he did. I bet you he.
Probably.
Anytime he'd take Sam Jackson, like he'd be like, "Hey, listen, I need you to be in this movie because we're gonna be saying it a lot. All right, you just say how much, blank check. I need you on this project.
We have to say
Yeah.
Every single movie
it.
will have it in there.
Tarantino.
Spike Lee, every single time we say it, loses some power. I don't know. He just hates Spike. Him and Spike Lee just go at it.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
Well, Spike Lee's big gripe with him is exactly
Is-
that.
Yeah, he says
He's just
no.
like I don't know what his obsession is with the word, and then getting like prolific black actors to say it,
Mm.
and then like having a bunch of white people call like you know what I mean. Like every single one of his movies has it in it. I think.
Yeah, like himself. When you're like,
Yeah,
that seemed completely
Like
unnecessary
in Pulp Fiction. Yeah, Pulp Fiction
Yeah.
is very unnecessary.
and you're just like, you didn't have to do all
He
that.
cameoed himself in there to say it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you wrote yourself into the movie to say the N word excessively. You're just like, you didn't have to do that.
Well, maybe he couldn't get anybody else to say it. So if that's the case,
If that's the case,
Then you're
Wasn't
like,
it-
all right, maybe this is a little too far. Well, maybe if nobody else will do it, maybe I shouldn't be the one to step in there and be like, all right, no one else will do it. I'll do it.
Wasn't there something on the set of Django Unchained where like Leonardo DiCaprio was like, dude, I can't say this
Yeah.
like so much, and then what? was
Jamie
it?
Foxx.
It
Jamie
was
Foxx.
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx was just like, "Nah, man, do it."
it's cool, man. Give you a pass.
I don't remember the exact. It was better than that.
I couldn't remember if it was him or Sam Jackson that was like, no, it's in the script. Gotta say it. Like, can't not say it.
Yeah, and then he was just like, "Yeah, I can't say it." And then proceeds to get up, scream, bang the table,
Yeah.
wipe his blood on her face.
It-
Too much. Great actor though. Didn't get the Oscar for that.
no, they made up for it with the Revenant.
I never made it all the way through that.
Great
I think
movie.
I've only seen it once.
Oh, he did get an Oscar for that.
It's the ultimate revenge story. Like
Mm.
you watch it and you're like, this is taking way too long. But then once you make it to the end, you're like, I get why this had to be long.
I've never
I
made it
understand
past
now.
first 20 minutes. I fall asleep.
Yeah, you gotta make it. You gotta
You gotta make it, you know.
you gotta make it through what at least once in your life. It's a movie where you'll get to the end and be like, wow, that was amazing. And it will be like one of those where you're like, I'm not gonna watch it again. It was way too long. But with movies being so out right now, there's Avatar, which is 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Oh.
There is I can't remember.
Wait,
There's
does-
another
does it-
movie that's like over 3 hours. There's like 4 movies that are over 3 hours right
Only way I'm watching Avatar is if it's with a blue flashlight.
now.
Virtual reality. I'm surprised James Cameron didn't use any I'm surprised it's not on the Oculus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like imagine like Avatar on the Oculus, and you get to bang Sigourney Weaver or whatever,
Yeah. Computer, load up Avatar 2.
or Rosario Dawson. Is that it?
Is that the girl from like Guardians of the Galaxy and
Sigourney Weaver?
no Rosario Dawson?
No, that's you're thinking of
Ahura.
Zoe Saldana.
Okay, yeah.
Zoe Saldana.
She's in anything she's in is a blockbuster hit.
It is.
Like she does
Accurate.
this.
Accurate.
But yeah, there's like, let me see here. Like, I went to go to the movies the other day, and I was like, all of these movies are over 3 hours, and I'm not trying to spend 3 hours in movie theater.
Oh, that's cool. She's gonna be a Ashoka in that.
Isn't she already?
I don't know. If
She was in Mandalorian.
in the upcoming TV series Ashoka.
She's gonna really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking of the Zoe girl, Rosario Dawson. Yeah, was already Ahsoka in Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
she was in Daredevil. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah. So Avatar, Babylon is over 3 hours.
What's Babylon?
It's a movie
That's the
about
one that,
like
isn't that written by what's his face or directed by fucking Spider-Man?
Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
So Tobey Maguire's in it, and he like it might have been written by him, but it's about like the early days of Hollywood and how ridiculous things were, and it has Tobey Maguire and Brad Pitt over 3 hours. Like I went to the movies the other day and wanted to see something. I was like, I don't have 3 hours, 3.5 hours right now to watch a movie. So I ended up seeing The Fablemans.
How was that? That was awful.
It was good. It was all right. It was it's
No,
about
it was
like
awful.
semi-biographical about the life of Steven Spielberg.
Ugh.
Sounds pretty bad.
Who directed it? Was it Spielberg?
Spielberg.
Oh, nothing like a self-suck.
Yeah.
How long was that? 2 hours? 140?
Let's see here.
And then I made E.T.
2 hours, 31 minutes.
after Indiana Jones, I just couldn't stop making more money.
It was about his like childhood and like growing up
Oh,
and how like basically he was obsessed with making movies and would make movies of his family and ended up filming and seeing that his like mom was in love with his dad's best friend.
Oh,
And like he was like editing a family movie one day and was like, oh shit.
whoa.
Uh-oh. I found
interesting.
something
That's
out.
actually
so
kind of
what
cool
did he
premise.
do?
He like basically his mom was like, you know, like he just like he was like 15 or something like that. So he just like gave her the cold shoulder, wouldn't talk to her, and every time she tried to talk to him, he'd be like, "Yeah, all right, mom." And then eventually she was just like, "Why are you like being such an asshole to me all the time?" He's like, "Hey, watch this movie that I made." And it's just like his dad's best friend, played by Seth Rogen. So his mom and Seth Rogen just like holding hands, walking through the forest and stuff like that. And she's like, oh.
Oh,
And he's like, listen, I won't tell anyone, mom. I'm not gonna tell dad.
I'd be like, yo, Dad. I'd play it for Dad first.
Yeah. So
What the fuck?
it was kind of
It's only good.
It was
No,
kind of interesting.
I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah, it was
that's a lane. I did not expect that movie to be.
exactly.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, Steven Spielberg's life. I'll go see about E.T. And then you're like, oh,
Fuck you,
actually,
mom.
yeah, basically.
Well, get over it, you little bitch. How many years ago was that? No. That must have been like the 70s, right?
60s, something like that.
I would have just much rather had not known that it was about Steven Spielberg's life and then just watched it as
Could
like,
have been like a random kid.
yeah, just
Yeah,
make it
just like
semi-autobiographical. Dude saying like, this is my life is just like trying to sell extra tickets.
Well, that's the thing is like he did make it semi-autobiographical, so it wasn't like exactly what happened to. I don't know how
okay.
much truth there is in it. Like the Fablemans is the name of the family, so like it's kind of about like
I tracked, but you saying Fables. I just finished Wolf Among Us, based on the comic Fables.
oh
It was really good. Yeah, very impressed with that game.
Oh, David Lynch is in it, huh?
They are coming out with a sequel, correct?
Yeah.
To what?
To the Wolf Among Us.
Who's the Wolf Among Us?
Wolf Among Us is a game that's based. It's one of those Telltale games, and it's based on a graphic novel, and it's really good. It's a murder mystery that takes place with characters of Beauty and the Beast, the Big Bad Wolf.
Beauty and the Beast,
With the Little Mermaid is
a tale as old as time. Anybody play any good video games lately?
No.
yeah, Wolf Among Us.
No.
I'm playing through Last of Us 2, trying to get ready for the show.
How
Great games.
how you liking it so far?
I'm not too far into it, but it's interesting. It's like I'm only like maybe 15 minutes.
I wonder if that's. I think Randy let me borrow that a while ago. I never finished it. I got like maybe a quarter of the way through. I should finish that before.
I'm a big Last of Us fan, and I love the gameplay in Last of Us 2 and the visuals. It was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, Last of Us 1 had like there's a reason why they're making a show out of it because it had like the greatest story like
Yeah,
ever
the story's so
in a
good.
video game. That, like my mind was so blown when I got to the end of it. I was like,
Oh wow, it comes out next week, huh?
Yeah.
Next week.
Yeah.
Next
Sounds like
week,
the 17th
Pedro
or something.
Pascal's the lead.
Yeah, some of the
He
casting.
grew a mustache. He grew a mustache.
Some of the
At
casting
least
is
he
like
did.
a little like questionable, but I don't know. As long as they stay true to the story,
No, Will Ferrell's
should
in
be
it.
good. Will Ferrell's supposed to be in it?
No, that'd be cool though, right?
it's gonna be
Will
hilarious.
Ferrell as Ellie.
What a funny twist that would be. Just him in the corner. Hey, over here. I'm a zombie.
Dude, he hasn't really done any movies lately. I feel like.
Will Ferrell?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I just saw his name in some credits for The Menu. The Menu, he helped produce that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of people that like help produce. The Menu is like, you know, who was it? It was like him and somebody else. There's another person.
I saw Will Ferrell that really popped.
Oh, he just came out with Spirited.
Spirited.
which is him and Ryan Reynolds' Christmas movie.
Oh yeah, that piece of shit.
That was bad.
It's like a musical, and they don't tell you that. Like, I mean, I guess I watched all the commercials, and it didn't seem like a musical. And I turned it on, and they're singing like, running around like the Santa's workshop, being like, "We're here to make the world a little better." And you're like, "What is this?" I thought this was gonna be like a Christmas comedy with Will Ferrell and like Ryan Reynolds.
Another piece of shit with Ryan Reynolds. It's called Red Notice on Netflix.
You don't like that?
Trash. Did you see it?
Yeah,
You liked it?
bro, that was fire.
No, that was terrible. That was so bad.
What is it? He plays the Rock in that.
Yeah, The Rock is in it, Gal Gadot, and Ryan Reynolds, and it's like some cool. They're trying to
He's
be
Deadpool.
A cool heist thing.
He's
yeah,
Deadpool, dude.
the
He's
whole
doing
time.
his Deadpool character.
Oh, it was so
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But you got to keep in mind too, a lot of the shit that I watch is just like, it's new. I click on it.
yeah.
So like, as it holds up better than some other duds. Some shit I can't even get through. At least that I got all the way.
I
in.
couldn't get through it.
Proud of you.
I did like Ryan Reynolds' appearance in Bullet Train.
Yeah, he was great in
He shows up, he has 0 lines. He's just like, oh, fucking Carver. And then it just shows him and he's like pulling off the helmet.
that.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, he was great in that movie. Time to wrap it on up. We're wrapping on up.
Well, wrapping on up to the east side.
Ooh, another Billy.
Thank you for listening to the Butt Stuff Podcast. This has been a podcast of the Butt Stuff Podcast. Check out our Instagram. Find our link tree in our bio. Check out all of our stuff. Because we love you and thank you for listening.
I fucked up. I did it to my regular Instagram and not the.
The butt stuff?
That's terrible. That's like the worst thing that could have happened.
Really?
Well, it's not the worst.
You could copy the video and then.
No,
post
it just didn't save.
Oh.
I just got to it and it was just a fucking thing. Terrible. Well, fuck. See you next time. Pretty much.
What's the matter with the old girl brain? Billy Joel knows how to rock and roll.
What?
Billy Joel knows how to rock and roll.
I can't believe. I was wondering. I saw people in the chat that were like, they're not usually